Here's the standard batteries that come on a Tracker 195. You'll have a group 24 cranking battery for the boat and the motor. Then you'll also have a group 27 deep cycle for your trolling motor. Now if your boat has a 24 volt system for the trolling motor, you'll have a second group 27 deep cycle battery. We're going to be adding a fourth battery to the boat to run our electronics, and I decided to go with an AGM X900 from Bass Pro. It's got quite a bit more cranking amps, recovery amps, which I'll show the stuff on the screen, the information on it. While I was at it, I had some gift cards that I needed to use, so I decided to buy 2 of them, and then this one's going to replace the cranking battery. I will let you know that this battery is about 60 pounds, so adding a fourth battery is going to add 60 pounds, and replacing my cranking battery with another AGM is going to add probably about another 10 to 15 pounds. So I'm going to be adding 75 more pounds to the back of the boat, just to give you guys some information on that. So let's get these batteries installed. Here's the battery compartment on your Tracker 195. You have spot for 3 batteries. There's an aluminum tray, which is right here. This tray can come out, and what I did is I cut the end of the tray off, the aluminum tray, trimmed up the corners, and then I did the same thing on the other side. That allows you to put 4 batteries in the back of your tracker. Tray 1, tray 2, tray 3, and here's your 4th battery, which is all the way up by your live well. Also, I have a kill switch that's going to kill all the electronics to the boat, and then also underneath is my trolling motor circuit breaker. So that's basically the layout of the boat in the back. So let's get these batteries put in. Here's the final product, battery compartment on a Tracker 195. The back battery is battery number 4. It's going to run the boat and the motor. It is an X900 AGM. Battery number 3 is an X900 AGM. It's running all the electronics on the front of the boat and at the console pertaining to the Helix 10 and the Ethernet hub. We've put all that on a kill switch, so it's not pulling any power when you're not using it. Battery number 2 is the second trolling motor battery, and battery number 1 is the first trolling motor battery, and there's the circuit breaker for it. So all 4 batteries in the back of a Tracker 195. It is a tight fit, but all 4 will fit. One of the next steps we're going to do is we're actually going to pull out this Minn Kota 3-bank charger and replace it with a 4-bank charger to handle all 4 batteries. So we'll have to pull the charger out, pull the plate, pull all the wiring slowly back through, and then reverse the process to put the 4-bank charger in. Going to install the battery charger. The one on the left here is actually the charger that I had on the boat. It's an MK 330 PC 3-bank charger, 10 amp. Really liked the charger, didn't really want to upgrade, but getting a 4th battery, I wanted to put a second charger on the boat or put a 4-bank charger on the boat. And with the limited space, putting a separate charger was not going to be that easy, so I decided to go with a 4-bank charger. This is the MK 460 PC 4-bank. It's 15 amps. It's not the charger I originally wanted, but the model I wanted to go with was the MK 2440 PC, which was similar to this one in size, except a 4-bank. But pretty much they're all back ordered. From what I can tell, up until May, I did find a few, but the dealers were wanting suggested retail price, which put them over like $500. I ended up getting this one through Hodges Marine online, which is a higher end charger, and I got it for $400. And Minn Kota right now has a $50 rebate on them, which I'll be sending in. So I got this charger for about $350, then plus tax and shipping. So that's the route I went because it was technically the cheapest at the time, and I couldn't find the charger that I wanted. So we're gonna get this installed and see if we can feed all the wires to the back of the boat and get this hooked up. That is where all the wiring is going to have to try to squeeze up through. I did have my 3-bank charger came up through there, so now I'm going to attempt to pull a 4th set of wires up through that little opening, if you can see it. Ran into my first problem installing this is because this is a 15 amp charger, my other one was a 10. These wires are a heavier gauge. It's at least one heavier than the 10 amp charger, so I don't know if I'm going to have enough room to squeeze all 4 of them through the opening. To make it easier to get your wiring and stuff, there's a plate, carpeted plate, that goes right here that everything sets on. You'll need to pull that out. It's easier to let your charger kind of set up on this lip so you can kind of feed the wires. One thing I've discovered is it's good to try to get all the wires halfway straight. I've got 2 of them already ran with little problem. We'll see how the 3rd and 4th one goes. Also, when you're running it back through that hole, if you take the fuse out, it makes this a slimmer line to pull through the opening as opposed to if it's fixed. So pop your fuses out, leave these caps loosely, and just slowly pull through. I'm using a hanger, which you can't see, it's way down in there, that's in a hook shape, and I'm just slowly pulling it up through the opening. I've got 2 through, and I'm working on number 3. Hopefully number 4 will go and I'll have this part done. Moment of truth. I'm going to pull the 4th wire through. Back under here you can see my coat hanger. My wire coat hanger's right here. One thing I've noticed, as you pull each cable through, if you can move it over to the side of the boat, tucking your wire under your live well, it's easier when you bring the next one through. And when I bring them through, I noticed also it's easier to pick up on this wiring harness, and the opening becomes a little bigger down in there, making it easier to pull through than if you try to pull it through that opening versus that opening. So if you move some of the wiring harnesses out of your way just a little bit, you can squeeze it through. So we'll see if number 4 comes through. And just like that, we got a 4-bank charger ran through the back of the boat. The very last step that you need to do once you get everything hooked up is on this charger is make sure that you have the right batteries selected for your batteries that you're using. I'm using flooded lead and AGMs. Number 1, number 2 are my flooded acid batteries. Number 3, number 4 are my AGMs. The manual tells you actually how to get in and change all that. And it's basically you push this button where the 3 is or the 4, and then you can select AGM, flooded, or a gel, or I think there's a performance mode, but it only works with the flooded lead acid batteries. So I changed mine to the AGMs. So well, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing some more updates to the tracker and some more videos on it, plus also video and some fishing this year. So stay tuned.